So one of the most common mistakes I see with people who are learning to row is that they will start bending their knees before they straighten their arms or bring their back over. So what that ends up looking like is like this. And then you end up having to bring your hands over your knees. So this is a problem with sequencing. And what you want to do instead is make sure that you're bringing your arms over, back over before you start to bend your knees. Arms, back, then we bend the knees. Not bending the knees from the beginning. Another problem we sometimes see is people bringing up the shoulders and tightening up, almost shrugging. So what would that look like? That would look like coming up like this. And so we want to keep our shoulders relaxed, power coming from the legs, nice and flat, shoulders going out to your arms. Lifting your back at the catch is quite a common issue, and that looks like this. So the problem here is that you're trying to swing your back, rock your back backwards before you've even engaged your legs. So instead of doing that, what we want to do is we want to keep that angle forward until the legs are straight. You're keeping your upper body still and strong until you've straightened your legs, and then you can bring your chest and rotate on your hips and swing your back towards the rear. We're going to talk a little bit about posture. When you're sitting on the erg, you want to have your shoulders and your chest be kind of broad and strong. What we don't want to see is we don't want to see the back bending, we don't want to see the shoulders coming forwards. So this is what it looks like if you're doing it wrong, if you have too much of a slump. Kind of like this. And then what happens is you kind of have a weak position at the catch, and you're kind of sliding back. So instead of having this bent, rounded back, what we want to have that strong upright position throughout the stroke. So another problem that we commonly see is something that's called shooting the slide. What that means is that you're pushing with your legs and your butt is moving back, but you're not bringing the rest of your body with you. And so what that looks like is like this. And so then your legs end up straight, but you haven't actually moved your arms or the oars with you. And then what happens is your lower back ends up having to take all of that pressure. And so it's not a strong position, and you're risking injuring your lower back. So the important thing when you come up to the catch is to think about maintaining that angle. This angle here is going to stay the same as you push back, rather than having your bum come out like this. We want to keep the chest and the spine kind of straight and over your hips, so that when you drive, you're driving your whole torso with your legs. So this would be shooting the catch, where the bum is coming out and the body is being left behind, and instead we want to bring the body with us.